Hey guys, my name is David and I'm going to be one of the trumpet section leaders for the Huskie Marching Band for this upcoming fall. This is meant to be an instructional video for the second trumpets to prepare for this upcoming season. The second trumpets, we are going to be looking at the Huskie Fight song today. So it's a pretty straightforward song. A couple things you want to take note of right before we even play it is the roadmap. You can see that there's a repeat right at the end of the fourth line, and then that goes back to A. So this intro here, this first four bars, we only play once. Another thing you want to keep note throughout the entire piece is all the articulations. You've got plenty of staccatos, you got plenty of accents, so they're all written in for a reason. So you want to make sure that each one of them is very obvious. You want to make sure everything is with a purpose. So I'm going to go from the beginning. I'm going to play the beginning to C, and then I'm going to stop and talk about what I just did. So as you can see, I'm putting a lot of accent on the accents, and I'm making sure the staccatos are nice and short. After all, this is a fight song. You want to make sure it's got that extra punch. So if we are also looking at the half notes, we don't want to play these just as one stagnant line with no motion. So for example, let's take a look at the second line, the first four measures of the second line. We've got plenty of half notes, but we don't want them to just be boring and plain. We want to play them as bell tones. So we want to add a little bit of decay on the end of each note. Not just there, but with anytime you've got the half notes, you want to make sure there's a little bit of decay. So now going on, I'm going to play C, and then I'm going to take the repeat into the first couple measures of A. Be sure you empty your spit valve before you play. Again, just keeping those staccatos nice and short, keeping those accents nice and accented, and making sure that any longer note has a little bit of decay on the end of each note. Another thing too, it's not so obvious, but if you look at the repeat, the C to the B natural should actually be slurred. It's not too easy to see because the print is kind of small, but that should be a slur there. So those two notes are slurred right there. And then again, that just goes back to A, and then you play through the whole thing. So I am going to play through it twice so you guys get an idea of what it should sound like. Again, take note of the length, take note of the accents, and take note of the decay on each one of the held out notes. So there you have it. There's the second trumpet part of the Huskie Fight song. Remember to make all those accents super accented, keep all those staccatos super short, and then also too, there can be times where we play this more than twice. So just be sure to keep an eye on the drum major, and they'll tell you how many times we're playing. Sometimes it's once, sometimes it's twice, sometimes it's 3 times, maybe even more. So keep practicing. Go Huskies.